Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Tribulations. Sarah's here.
Yeah.
Yes. And should we press this?
Yes.
Okay. Oop, that's the wrong button.
That's not the button.
That's the button.
That's... It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. You shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in spring, huh?
I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know that you were taking cold medicine?
Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it.
Press it.
Oh, okay.
On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch?
Huh? What does it have to do with anything?
You can never be too sure.
I was eating with Dolly, just the two of us. Dolly's homemade lunches are just the greatest. Her mini almonds are magically delicious. Poor Gertrude.
Whoa!
Ouch! Why did you punch me in the jaw?
Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden.
Gertrude, get out of there. She's not taking
Mia
all
is
of
my
this.
girl.
I think that's enough for now. So the defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of his death. And then the victim returned to the scene for some unknown reason.
Defendant.
What did I say?
I don't think the victim can return to the scene of his own death.
Yeah, he can. He's a ghost now.
Oh, okay. That's like when I was playing Final Fantasy 15 earlier, and one of my party members just turned into a ghost. He's just
Oh, good.
invisible. I was like, what the hell?
So yeah, ghost.
It's fun.
I'm not entirely convinced by the explanation about the medicine bottle either. Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Desmond cannot be trusted. What do you mean? I knew it was too much work for a little girl.
Huh.
However, there's one mystery that still remains. There is, Your Honor. How the murder was carried out, of course.
What?
So was the victim electrocuted. I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct? Well, that is, You're correct, Your Honor.
So how exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? Electrocution. If I could
was.
somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out on this mess smelling like a rose. Do it. Establish that method.
Establish the method.
Your Honor,
Yes, Miss Faye?
I believe that we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now. I must have Pierce.
Close
We
enough.
should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died.
That would be most impressive. Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court. Yes? Antonio
Ain't nobody
failed-
talking to you, scrub. God. Idiot.
Antonio must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence.
Huh, of course I know that. Actually, I had totally forgotten about that.
Aye.
Wah, wah.
Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted.
Crime scene 1.
Crime scene 1.
Photo 1. Yeah.
Photo 1.
Do it. Present
The
this.
wires.
Yes, presented it. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well.
What? But there's nothing that remotely resembles a murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in more detail.
Of course, because you're an idiot.
Of course. Okay.
So put the cursor over the spark coming out of the wire there.
The spark on the wire.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, naturally, it's right here.
That's... What is that?
A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard? The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere.
So then, high voltage cable.
Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation.
That only sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? Well, at least some praise is his order.
Ain't your dog? Be quiet. Ha! Don't toy with me, old man.
No. The victim's cause of death may indeed been a high voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was... the defendant.
Bull.
That much is certainly true. Yes, and that's not all. We have proof. Irrefutable proof that'll establish Mr. Wright as was the murderer.
What?
You do? Well, what is it?
He's full of shit.
Fingerprints.
What? On what? On
Fingerprints.
the bottle? Because this is what?
You mean the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle? I'm taking a look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim was wearing a leather jacket. As you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well. Does it? Is that a thing?
No. I don't think that's true, but it is in the Ace Attorney universe.
It is in this land.
Ah, you mean?
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest of the victim's jacket.
What?
How hard a shove would do that?
He's just like, come here, Doug Swallow. Squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze.
The palm print of the defendant's very own hand. What? Only one way Mr. Wright could have left that print like that. Intent on murder, he squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electric cable. Order, that's enough. Did we conclude there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination? Stick a fork in this, we're done.
But Mr. Grossberg. What? What? What?
The show is over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him.
Judgmental. No, you're wrong. Mr. Wright is innocent.
No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt.
You're being biased. Your Honor.
At this time, I'm prepared to render a verdict in this case.
No. Thank you. Thank you, me.
Do something for the dead, Miss Faye.
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict.
But I can't. I can't just say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be...
It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me.
Miss Faye.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
That's new. No matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you, and I'll represent you to the very end.
We've already established the defendant's guilt. There's no further need for him to say anything. Wait a minute.
Mr. Wright.
I'll tell you what really happened. I've already told you, Mr. Wright. There's no need for further. I did it.
What?
I admit it. I pushed him. It's my fault. My fault that Doug Swallow is dead.
What? Oh.
that girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you for your own sake. If you continue to see her, it's going to be bad news. You're lying. Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl.
She a hoe.
Stop it. Don't talk about her like that.
Oh my. Very forceful.
And then he died.
Shit, dude.
What you just said, was that the truth? Yes, I was afraid. Afraid if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are.
Shut up, Judge. Nobody asked for your opinion. You're out of order. Get out of your own court. Hold this judge in contempt. For being a bad judge.
Mia has a wild conscience, huh? Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you.
Oh, thank you. I still can't believe it. You really did push the victim.
It feels like
Oh my
what?
What?
No.
Grossberg, you are the definition of gross.
Wait,
With an extra berg at the end.
Never mind. I'm not even gonna ask.
He's gross.
When I pushed the victim, that guy, he was talking bad about Dolly.
Yeah, lay off my girl, man.
So I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there, dead. Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Swallow flew back and touched the electric cable.
What?
He died from the shock, and that is, as they say, is that. A simple explanation indeed. At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. But from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted. But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there's something like that, even I would have noticed it.
That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that. I mean, he is an art student. I mean, what?
What?
I'm not making fun of art students. Definitely not.
Miss Faye. Let me warn you right now that if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
But no, seriously, artists are amazing. I can't draw to save my life. I would probably die.
Neither can I.
Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia. If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that will prove it.
Okay.
What was he saying about your dolly? Tell us. So, what kind of things did Mr. Swallow say to you?
He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He even said she was a bad girl.
Oh.
Oh.
She's a dirty girl. Well, I mean, she a hoe, so...
Is that all? Yo. Oh, Miss Faye, you heard him yourself.
Oh boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Mr. Wright. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is.
Don't make her hit Grossberg some more.
Asperg? What?
What? Grossberg?
I thought you said Asperg. I
I
was like,
didn't,
I mean,
but
considering
basically
keeps
the
talking
same
about his
thing.
hemorrhoids, I mean, he is Asperg.
Pretty much. Anyway. Anyway, after you said that, I just...
I'm not sure we need to press this. I don't know. I don't think so. Okay, press this. What is this about?
let's find out.
A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright?
I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like, snap! You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was. Hehehehe. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted.
No. You're not qualified to decide that. Get out of here. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here. Ask for more details?
Details.
Mr. Wright, that loud noise that you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was.
How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Aha! Could it have been?
Yes, could it have been? Hurry up and tell us.
When I pushed him, it dropped the umbrella he was holding.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. He fell right on top of it, and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard. An umbrella, huh? And where that umbrella belonged to the victim? Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella. Cheap and frail. Kinda like the owner.
Wow.
Okay.
Phoenix. Stop burning people. The man's dead.
Dead, eh?
Stop burning him from beyond the grave.
Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. It was totally soaked to the bone. But it was a light rain.
Yeah, what?
I mean, you were staying there like 15 minutes, but still. Miss Faye, what do you think? Is there something important in that testimony just now?
Well... yes?
Yeah.
Any testimony is good testimony.
Most
This is
probably.
Mia. The new information you've been waiting for.
Yeah. Hit the dash.
Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important. It's vital. Okay, I wasn't gonna know that. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony.
Ha! How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. This court agrees with the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony.
Okay, press this.
Okay.
I don't know what it will do, but...
Let's see.
So Mr. Swallow fell on top of his umbrella, and you are certain of this?
Yeah, it was right there under him. Actually, it hadn't been under him. I was planning on borrowing it myself. What? You were gonna fucking
then.
steal his umbrella?
Yeah.
Wow.
The umbrella, you mean?
Well, yeah, you see, I was wearing this sweater here. Dolly stayed up late nights at a time knitting it for me. I didn't want the rain to dampen the handmade symbol for love. My stomach is not to be used as your personal soccer ball, Mia.
Ah! I'm so sorry. Girl, stop saying you're sorry, because you clearly ain't.
Continue your testimony, witness.
Okay.
Press or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
After you shoved the victim, did you leave the scene right away?
Yes, I did. I admit it. I was furious. You left without even checking Mr. Swallow's condition. Well, yeah, but like I said, I get worried about him later.
Press
And he
this.
was dead.
At that time, did you see anyone else at the scene of the crime?
Nope, nobody.
Jeez, could that stupid cough possibly sound any phonier?
Sorry, I'm not sick.
It
Deal with it.
could.
In that case, it's very hard to believe someone else could have been the murderer. Unless we can find something that shows innocence from that testimony, my dear. Afraid the judge will make his final decision with no remorse whatsoever.
Yes, sir. Right now I
need
need more info.
What have you...
Info that will help me turn up some contradictions.
Yeah. And Wolf...
Okay, go back to the part about the umbrella.
Okay.
Okay.
Keep umbrella.
Go to the court record. The first photo?
First photo.
Yeah, what?
Oh,
He fell
yeah.
on top of it, it would be under him. It
And-
would be under
and why
him
is
if
he-
it was
Why is he facing...
forward, yeah.
Yeah.
See, that was my thought too, was like, if he pushed him and he fell back, it is possible that like when he fell back, he could have hit the cord and then fell forward.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I mean, when you die, you have no control of how your body reacts. You just die. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, I would present this photo.
Okay.
Umbrella ain't under him.
We'll present that photo next time. So,
What?
yeah. See you next time. Bye.